The Ontario government and the federal government just announced a policy that could save buyers up to $200,000 on a new home. Combined with the official March 2026 TRREB stats that dropped a few days ago, this is the most important real estate update I have done in 2026. And I'm going to break it down for Waterloo Region, Halton Region, Peel Region, and the city of Guelph. Stick around because at the 9-minute mark, I'll tell you exactly who should be buying or selling right now. And it might not be who you think. I am Navjot Singh, your Waterloo Region and beyond real estate advisor. Every month, I pull the official number directly from TRREB and the Cornerstone MLS system, so you get the real picture. Not headlines, not spin, just the data. Let's get into it. First, the policy news. Starting April 1st, 2026, the full 13% HST has been removed from the new homes priced up to $1 million. That's a saving of up to $130,000 on qualifying homes. And unlike previous programs, this is not just for the first-time buyers. Any buyers, investors, upsizers, downsizers qualifies. Here's what you need to know. 1. The agreement to purchase must be signed between April 1st, 2026 and March 31st, 2027. 2. Construction has to begin by December 31st, 2023. If the home is priced between 1.5 and 1.85, you still get declining rebate. It doesn't just cut off at $1 million. First-time buyers can stack this with the federal first-time buyer program for even more savings. If you have been comparing a new build to a resale home and the new build felt more expensive, run those numbers again, because $130,000 changes the math completely. And that's not all. On March 30th, Prime Minister Carney and Premier Ford jointly signed the Canada-Ontario partnership to build an $8.8 billion commitment cost match between federal and provincial to slash municipal development charges by up to 50% for 3 years. Development charges are the fees builders pay municipalities every time they create a new home. Those fees get passed directly to the buyers. In some Ontario municipalities, this is at between $50,000 and $80,000 to the price of a new home. Cut that by half, combine it with the HST rebate, and you are looking at total savings of up to $200,000 on a qualifying new build. Now keep that number in mind, $200,000. Because when we get to the Waterloo Region and Guelph numbers in a few minutes, I want you to see how that changes the buy new versus buy resale decision in each market. Now let's talk about what's happening across the broader market. TRREB released the official March 2026 numbers a few days ago, and the headline is actually positive. 5,039 homes sold across the GTA in March. That's up 1.7% year over year. This is the first year over year sales increase in the 6 months. The spring market is waking up. Average selling price came in at just over $1 million and $1,017,000 to be exact, down 6.7% from the last year. The MLS home price index is down 7.4% year over year. Here's the real story though. New listings dropped 16.7% year over year. Sellers are holding back. That means supply is tightening, even as buyer demands start to return. TRREB's cheap market analysis said, and I'm quoting here, if market conditions continue to tight as they did in the March, selling price could start leveling off as we move through the rest of the 2026. That is a strong signal for buyers who are still waiting. I'm going to show you exactly how this plays out differently in Waterloo Region, Halton, Peel, and Guelph. Starting right now. Waterloo Region, let's start with the number that matters most. The HPI benchmark price for Kitchener-Waterloo in March is $649,700. That is up 0.5% from February. It's a small move, but it's the right direction. Days on market dropped from 47 in February to 39 in March. Homes are selling faster. Sellers across the Cornerstone market area was 34.9% month over month. And the new listing hit 3,091, up 42% from February, giving buyers real option. Cambridge sits at 676,100 on the HPI. Months of supply region-wide is 3.6, which puts us right at the edge of balanced market territory. For context, the GTA average is over $1 million, Waterloo Region is at 650,000. with a lower months of supply than Mississauga or Oakville, is generally one of the best value proposition left in Southern Ontario. When the policy saving on new construction kick in fully, I expect this market to move. Moving to Halton region, 556 homes sold in March with an average price of $1,137,000. Halton is the priciest market in this update, but it's also showing some of the tightest sub-market. Here's the breakdown. Burlington, 207 sales, average just over $1 million. 4 months of supply. Milton, 100 sales, 939,000 average. 4.1 months and homes selling in 29 days. That's fast for this market. Oakville is on the other end. Have 1,360,000. 5.5 months of supply. 96% of the asking Oakville buyers have the most negotiating room in the Halton right now. And Halton Hills, 58 sales, $880,000 average, and get this, 23 days on the market. That's the fastest in all of the Halton. And it reflects generally low inventory in Georgetown and the number I want you to remember from Halton, Milton at 4.1 months of supply, 29 days on the market, and home price under $1 million. That's the sweet spot in this region right now. Peel region, 876 sales across Brampton, Mississauga, and Caledon. With a sales to new listing ratio of 31%, that is the deepest buyer's market of any area in this update. Sellers in Peel need to understand that. Brampton, 375 sales, average 892,000. Still one of the best options for a detached home under $900,000 in GTA. Mississauga, 452 sales, average just under 970,000, 5.2 months of supply. Caledon is the standout. 49 sales, average 1.36 million, 7.1 months of supply, and homes are selling at 94% of asking. If you want to buy in Caledon, you have more leverage today than you have had in years. Guelph tells two different stories depending upon what you are buying. 190 total sales, detached segment, 79 sales, average price of $888,000, and 17% of those homes are sold over $1 million. That's healthy. That's a segment that's holding. The condo and townhouse segment, 40 sales, average of $536,000, zero sold over asking, 39 of 40 sold under asking, 5.3 months of overall inventory, and the condo segment sits closer to 8 months. That is full buyer's market. If you're targeting a townhouse or condo in Guelph, your offer is running the room. So who should be making a move right now? Buyers, if you are looking at new construction anywhere in Waterloo Region, Halton, Peel, or Guelph, the HST rebate window is open right now. That rebate disappears March 31st, 2027. You have 12 months. Get a pre-approval, talk to builder, and get an agreement signed. The savings are real and they are time limited. If you're buying resale markets like Caledon, Guelph condos, and the Oakville are your best negotiation opportunities. Brampton and Milton are your best value for a detached under $1 million. Sellers. The spring market is building, inventory is tighter than last year. March days on the market are dropping across every region in this update. If you have been waiting, the window is opening, but pricing right matters more than the timing right. A well-priced home in this market moves in 3 to 4 weeks, and overpriced home sits. If you found this helpful, please like this video, and it helps other people in Ontario find this kind of local market data. Subscribe so you don't miss the April update, and drop a comment below. Which market are you watching right now? And if you want to sit down and talk through these numbers for your specific situation, whether that's buying, selling, or figuring out if new build makes sense for you, the link to book call is in the description. I'm Navjot Singh. I'll see you in the next one.